Hey guys, I'm Jen and I'm going to give you your first group of exercises for day one of my abs and arms challenge. Now, I'm also going to include some shoulder work for you too as well, so that you have perfect nice arms for summer. But I want to remind you of a few things. Now, any of these exercises you can do at home or you can take to the gym with you, just depending on the equipment that you have. So I happen to have hand weights at home, so that's what I'm going to be demonstrating the exercises for you with. However, I have a few variations. So if you have a resistance band, would be perfect. All you would do is have your feet shoulder width apart and stand on it, and then hold them and use them for your bicep curls, your triceps, shoulders. So you can use these as well. These are super cheap and they're perfect because you can take them with you anywhere you go. So there's no excuses not to work out when you're on vacation. Or if you're at home and you have no equipment, what I sometimes use, if I don't have heavy enough hand weights, because I don't have a lot here, you can get just reusable shopping bags. These are small ones. You can use the large like Trader Joe's bags if you have those at home too. I like to put water bottles in them because then I know that they're the exact same weight on each side. You can put books in there. You can even get jugs of old milk cartons or apple juice, orange juice, and refill them. Just put water back inside of them if they're empty, and then that's a good weight for you. Throw rocks in there, whatever you need to do. If you have a scale and you're putting two different things in the bags, then weigh them out to make sure that they're somewhat even. So you can use two of these in your hands. You can do bicep curls with these. They're pretty easy to do. Or if you have your kids' backpacks, you can use the top handle on them for those. So just some ideas. Or if you have a set of hand weights at home, of course, you will want to use these. So we're going to start with biceps. Simple, totally easy. Just plant your feet just about shoulder distance apart. Your knees are soft. And I just want you to come all the way up and all the way back down. So full range of motion. Now your weights are going out to the corners. So you're up at a 45 and down. So you're going to do 20 reps right here. What I want you to make sure that you have resistance going down just as much as you do going up. So just don't flop. It's not here, right? Control it up, control it down for 20 reps. Then what I want you to do is bring it back up to the top and then come down halfway and lift. Halfway and lift for 20 more reps. Then we're going to work on our shoulders. So here, feet stay where they are. I'm going to have you do a lateral raise. So lift and lower. Lift and lower. Yes, you can do these with the bags. You can lift and lower. You can even just stay right here with the bags. You'll still feel the burn, okay? And then from here, we're going to add on. You're going to lift, flip it up, overhead press, bring it down, flip it down, and come back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. 20 reps. After those 20, I want you to hold it here with the overhead press and lift and lower for another 20. Right here, you're going to get a nice shoulder burn. Then we're going to move on to triceps. So I'm going to turn. So your palms are going to be face up. So there's a slight, you're just leaning forward just slightly. Your knees are bent. They're still about hip distance apart. And I want you to lift and lower right here. Lift. So the weight never comes past your butt. So I'll bring it back here. And lift. Up. For 20. Then after 20, I want you to pulse it. So you're going to hold it at its highest point and lift. Up, up, up for 20. They'll be burning, I promise. And then from here, one last, and then we're going to move on to our abs. I want you to nice wide sumo squat here. Your weights are going to come out to the sides, palms facing down. Now, if you're holding bags, you're just going to bring them in and pull them apart. If you have weights, bring them in, flip, out, and flip. Now, you can hold anything. It doesn't have to be a lot of weight. It can just be 2 pounds. So think of what you have in your house. It can be water bottles. You can fill them with sand. Think of something that you can just hold. These are like 6 pounds. They're not very heavy. You're not going to need a lot because your shoulders are going to fatigue quickly. So you're here. It's in, flip, out, and flip. That's 1 rep. You're going to do that twice. If you're, 20 times, 20 reps. If you're holding bags, bring them in and out. In and out. Now, if you're feeling crazy and want to add on to that, you're going to bring it cross, 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 pull it out. Cross, 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 pull it out. I know. I know. So those are your 4 exercises for your arms and shoulders. Now let's move on to abs. So those exercises that I gave you, you're going to do 20 reps. Now remember, there's 40 of you, 41 of us, and everyone is at a different fitness level, okay? I have people that haven't worked out forever, and then people that go to gym every day. So I want this doable for every single one of you. So when I say 20 reps, if you're not at that point, or you're thinking, oh, there's no way, do 10, do 5, whatever challenges you. Now, if 20 is not enough, do 30. So those exercises you're going to do 2 times through. So do them all once, 20 reps. Do them all again, 20 reps. It's going to take a little bit of time. You have 4 ab exercises that I want you to do for 1 minute each. Okay? Simple. So it's not based on how many you can do, it's based on time. So the first thing I want you to do is hold plank on your elbows. So you're going to come down to the floor, on your elbows here. Palms are out in front of you, okay? Some people like to clasp. Have your palms out here for now and just hold plank here for a minute. So engage your core, push away from the floor, make sure your booty's not up, and hold it here for a minute. If you need to, drop down to your knees, but don't let your booty rise. A lot of people will be up here. Keep your head, neck, shoulders all the way down to your knees in one straight line. If you are ever on your knees, whether it's for holding plank, push-ups, never cross your ankles. Keep your ankles side by side, okay? From here, I'm going to have you do knee pulls. So you're going to lift and alternate knee pulls side to side. Now what you want to remember is to keep your hips square to the floor. So you don't want them to rock up. So when you're pulling, don't rock that hip up. Keep it level. You can also do this by having your knees on the floor. Okay, you don't have to be up on your toes. Again, a minute is goal, but you don't have to do it that long. Then I'm going to have you flip over. Last 2 exercises. Here. Now you can either have your feet on the floor or lift them up, and I want you to come side to side. Boom. So back side of 45, drop the shoulder. So you're leading with your shoulder so that you rotate. Because if you're leading with your elbow, you can just be right here. But I want you to rotate. Drop those shoulders down for a minute. Last but not least, come down on your elbows. Now make sure you're pushing away from the floor. I don't want you to sink in here. Lift. I want you to put, your knees are going to come in as far as they can, and then you're going to pull your feet out. Bring them in, bring them out. You're going to do that for 30 seconds. Bring it in and bring them out. The lower your feet go, the more of your abdominals you're going to work. And then last but not least, you're going to bring it in, you're going to be out, bring them out, and crisscross for 8. 6, 7, 8, bring it in, push it out, crisscross, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, bring it in. for 30 more seconds, or about 8 times through. Now those ab exercises you can also do 2 times through. So those are your exercises for day 1. Please, please, please feel free to either leave a message on our Facebook page, or you can send me a private message if you have any questions, need any modifications, or have any injuries. And remember, I'm not warming you up or cooling you down, so just make sure you stretch yourself out before you start these exercises. So good luck, and I will see you for day 2. Have fun, you guys.